We got some games to talk about from opening night live at Gamescom. A brand new controller has been announced, and another game is coming to Xbox Game Pass on September 1st. All right, guys, before we get into this, I have 4 months to hit my goal of 10,000 subscribers. I see a lot of you are new to this channel. If you are, please consider hitting that subscribe button if you enjoy this video. So Gamescom opening night live happened last night, and it was a pretty decent show. Not the best show in the world. Nothing that really, I would say, blew everybody away, but there is definitely some great stuff to look at. And some of the highlights, I would say, from there would be Dead Island 2. That was the last game that they showed off. They officially showed off gameplay for Dead Island 2, and I think a lot of people are going to be excited for this game. And it's coming out relatively soon in February of 2023. So you really don't have to wait that much longer to get this game. It's going to be out in early next year, and we can see here the gameplay. I mean, it looked really good. The graphics look awesome. The actual weapons and the type of combat that they are adding and going with and upgrading here for Dead Island just looks like it's going to be a great game with great characters and something that you're going to be able to sink a ton of hours into. So that was a massive game. There was also the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer here, which they announced the release date for Sonic Frontiers. And this game has been kind of back and forth as to what people think about it. When they first showed off the initial gameplay, when IGN was doing those IGN first showing off Sonic Frontiers, some people thought it looked really cool. A lot of people thought it looked bad and it just needed to get delayed. It was fast. It was open world. It was something different for Sonic, and that had me extremely excited. But we see a lot of stuff here where it's kind of mixing the different Sonic worlds, the 2D, the 3D, the open world, and just a bunch of new combat. And I think, honestly, this trailer has me extremely hyped up for Sonic Frontiers, probably one of the games I'm looking forward to most in 2022. And they officially announced the release date for November 8th, which to me is a very, very good release date, a very, very brave release date for Sonic, because it's one day before God of War Ragnarok comes out, which I think does a couple of things. It shows that they're not afraid of God of War Ragnarok, and it kind of gets away from that narrative that people are afraid, developers are afraid to release their games around God of War. Something we've talked about on this channel before, and I don't think that is a really good argument. I don't think it's a great take that developers are that afraid of God of War Ragnarok, just for the main reason that it is a game belonging to a singular console that already has a finite amount of people that are going to be able to play this game. We've seen the numbers for their first party games on PlayStation, that a minority of people actually play their first party games, people that actually own PlayStation and PS5, which already reduces the amount of people that are actually going to pick up and play it. And then when it's locked to a singular platform, it makes that number even smaller. With these big third party games like Sonic Frontiers, it's going to be released out to tons of different people, way more people on multiple different platforms, and they don't have to worry about it being locked to a small percentage of people. People who don't have PlayStation are going to be playing this game. People on PlayStation are going to be playing this game. And I think it's going to do very well. And hopefully when it does come out, it is a good Sonic game. They really need to return to form, and this could be that one that really opens up a brand new world of Sonic games going forward and gives us more of these Sonic Frontiers games if it is a gameplay formula that people enjoy. Now, besides those two games, there are other great games that they show off. Like they showed off some more Callisto Protocol. Game looks absolutely incredible. Comes out in December. Can't wait for that one. Probably one of the most anticipated games in 2022. Then there was this Hideo Kojima kind of trolling, I would say, a little bit, because he came on, people got excited. They thought he was going to announce something new, show off maybe one of the games that he was working on. But instead he comes out and he announces that he is starting a podcast, which is probably not an announcement a lot of people wanted to see, not one that really got that many people hyped up, especially from all the news that we've been hearing with Kojima and working with Xbox on that exclusive cloud game. So he hasn't shown off anything for that yet, but if you are interested in listening to his podcast, it is going to be starting on September 8th, and it's going to be on Spotify. They showed off Gotham Knights again, and the game's actually launching earlier than expected, coming on October 21st. And again, this is similar to Sonic Frontiers, where there's definitely a mixed bag of what people think about this game. Some people want it delayed, some people think it looks good, some people think it looks bad. I think it looks pretty fun. I'm pretty excited for Gotham Knights, and it's just another one of those games that makes the end of 2022 in terms of the third-party offerings pretty packed, when you have Gotham Knights, you have Sonic Frontiers, and you have Callisto Protocol. Three just massive games that will take up the end of 2022. And then If you have a PS5, if you have a PlayStation, you still have God of War Ragnarok 2 on November 9th. Then there's this one, another interesting announcement. You don't really see anything. You don't really see much, but it was just a quick 1 minute kind of teaser as to what is to come. And this is coming from Jeff Gardiner, who worked on Skyrim, worked on Fallout, a veteran in the games industry, and is making a brand new open world RPG called Wordsong. So that's definitely something I think to look forward to based on Jeff Gardiner's pedigree in game development. They showed off another trailer of High on Life, and it was a boss battle. And I mean, the humor, the guns talking to you, the knife talking to you, absolutely hilarious. This is going to be a really fun game launching into Game Pass on day one. And I think it's going to have tons of great video clips that come out of it, tons of people talking about the humor and just the characters within this game. I can't wait to play High on Life. But yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff. I know I've said this a couple times already. There's a ton of games. I'm not going to go over them all. There was another massive announcement, though, that I think actually stole the show, and probably the most popular game to be shown off, probably the game that got the most people excited, and that is Lies of P, the new Souls-like game, where they showed off some more gameplay of it. Looks absolutely incredible. And they announced that it is launching into Xbox Game Pass on day one. So those leaks, those rumors of it showing up came true. Game is coming in 2023, but no official date in 2023. But we take a quick look here at kind of the atmosphere and the graphics and everything going on with this game. I think this is going to be one of those games that people are going to, if it pulls off what we're seeing with how good it looks, it could be up there for a game of the year in 2023. That's how good it looks, especially coming off of the heels of Elden Ring. People are really craving these Souls-like styles of games. And this looks like it brings something just a little bit different in terms of like the art style and the atmosphere, and like the enemy designs look really, really cool. The graphics themselves from this video, especially if you go and watch it in 4K, you go rewatch that trailer, looks extremely stunning. So Lies of P, a massive game coming out in 2023 and coming to Xbox Game Pass on day one. So for me, those are my big highlights in terms of the game announcements that they showed off at opening night live on Gamescom. Really still looking forward to the Xbox show. We know that they're going to be showing off some older games, but at the same time, they're hopefully going to be announcing some stuff that we haven't heard of yet, some new games that are going to be coming out, and hopefully some good Xbox Game Pass surprises. Now, when it comes to hardware, there was one big hardware announcement that was shown off at Opening Games Live, and it is the competitor that we've heard is coming, and that is the DualSense Edge. So a competitor to the Xbox Series controller. Looks just like a PlayStation 5 regular DualSense controller, but has a bunch of new features. For example, it has the ability to remove the joysticks. It has buttons in the back. It has multiple profiles. It can be completely customizable. Has a function button so you can change what everything does while you're actually playing the game. And here's a view of the back. It has the hair triggers as well, and then the kind of the bumpers and the buttons in the back, which to me kind of look a little bit weird. I wonder how those are actually going to feel, especially compared to how they function on the Elite Series controller, because I think that's the best controller ever made, the Elite Series 2. Right now, in my opinion, the best video game controller out there. I absolutely love it, using the Halo Infinite one all the time. My favorite controller of all time. And there's pretty much everything you can do on the Elite Series 2 you're going to be able to do here with the DualSense Edge. No pricing or date or time or anything like that of when it's going to be released. But if you have a PS5, or if you just want another Elite style controller to use on PC or whatever, and you want something different than the Xbox One, there will be this one that comes out and is going to be available. Now, besides the Gamescom's announcements, there was also this big announcement, which is a game that I'm actually kind of excited to jump into and excited to play, and it is Grid Legends is also coming over to Xbox Game Pass on September 1st. It is joining EA Play, meaning that if you have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you're going to be able to jump in. And this comes from the really great developers at Codemasters, who make the Grid series, who make the Dirt series. I think these are some of the best racing games out there. Playing Dirt 5 right when the Xbox Series X came out. Had a ton of fun as one of the launch games that I actually played with the console itself. You always kind of have to get that staple racing game when a console comes out. I've always done that, and Dirt 5 was that game for me, and I really did enjoy it. But you're going to be able to jump into this game on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and Xbox Game Pass PC. So if you're interested in Grid Legends, maybe you're looking to purchase it, it is on sale. It is coming to Game Pass in just about a week or so. So I'm excited to jump into this. But yeah, overall, we're going to go into this week of Gamescom. I think the Xbox show is going to be the next big one that has some cool stuff to look forward to. But 2022, yes, lots of games have been delayed, but like I mentioned, the end of this year is going to have a ton of games to play, a ton of big AAA third-party games specifically, and then God of War Ragnarok as well. That's it for me, guys. Let me know your thoughts on Gamescom opening night live. What do you think about the DualSense Edge? Do you think it will be able to compete with the Elite Series 2? Are you going to pick one up? Do you have a PS5 and you want to get that similar style of controller that's available on Xbox? And what are your thoughts on Grid Legends? Are you going to be playing that when it drops into Xbox Game Pass? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, if you liked what you saw, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.